Everyone, my name is Mrs. Rajkumari Chouhan. I teach in Anjuman Islam A.A.K English Secondary School. Today I am going to explain you a topic of political science, Standard 9. And the topic is India's Foreign Policy, Part 1. So obviously it's all about India. From the last chapter, we understood the world in the Cold War period, the arms race, and the efforts at disarmament. We also learnt about the global developments from 1945 onwards and the meaning of globalization. In this chapter, we shall study about the meaning of foreign policy, factors that make an impact on it, and the nature of India's foreign policy. So we are going to see the two important points, that is factors that make an impact on it, the nature of India's foreign policy. Every nation has policies about its internal dealings as also about its relation with other nations. Such a policy is called foreign policy. All countries are members of the international system. We have already studied that none of this country is completely self-reliant, and hence there is mutual interdependence in the international system. Only this interdependence should not be of benefit to a few countries. Efforts need to be made to ensure that it benefits every nation. Each country has to decide the nations with which it should be friendly, in which bloc it should participate, or what position it should take in international relations. Such decisions should be made thoughtfully. Every sovereign and independent country decides its own foreign policy. Hence, in the discipline of international politics, which studies the international relation between nations, foreign policy has an important place. National interest and foreign policy are closely connected to each other. National interest is fostered through foreign policy. National interest implies the means through which the independence and sovereignty of a country can be safeguarded. National interest also includes efforts to achieve our economic development and to take steps towards increasing our national power. So if you see defense, independence, sovereignty, integrity. The following factors are included in the national interest of any country: the protection of our country's independence, sovereignty, and integrity is the highest national interest. Economic development. An economically weak nation will not be able to maintain its independence. Hence, economic development is understood to be an important national interest next to defense. Foreign policy is drawn up to foster the national interest of defense and economic development. National interest is considered to be the goal of foreign policy, is considered to be the means to achieve it. Goals of nation change with changes in condition and time. Foreign policy is always dynamic, very active, changing, or energetic. So that's all for today. This was all an introduction of India's foreign policy and the important things which were involved in it, like introduction, factors that make an impact on foreign policy, the nature of India's foreign policy, and what was the connection between national interest and foreign policy. And in the next part, we will see the points, that is factors influencing the foreign policy, that is geographical location, political system, economy, national leadership and administrative factors. So that's all for today. Thank you so much for listening to me patiently. Thank you.